Haiti is a country situated in the Caribbean Sea, located on the western part of the island of Hispaniola. Haiti shares the island with the Dominican Republic and occupies roughly one-third of the island, while the latter occupies the rest of the island. Haiti's total area is roughly 28,000 square kilometers, which makes it just slightly smaller than the state of Maryland. It is the third largest country in the Caribbean, following the Dominican Republic and Cuba. It also has the second longest coastline in the Caribbean, again following Cuba. Haiti is shaped like a horseshoe on its side, which divides the country into three main regions: the northern region, the central region, and the southern region. Haiti's terrain is mostly rough and mountainous. The terrain is characterized by rugged mountain chains and lowland plateaus, making the elevation average 470 meters above the sea level. The highest point is the Mont de la Selle, with an elevation of 2,680 meters. The climate of Haiti is generally tropical, characterized by hot temperatures and high humidity. However, it can vary depending on season, terrain, and location. The lowlands and the plains have a warmer annual temperatures compared to the slightly more fluctuating annual temperatures of the mountains. Haiti also experiences high levels of annual precipitation, but not evenly distributed. Haiti experiences two rainy seasons, April through June and August to October.
Haiti has a very dysfunctional economy. Today, Haiti is ranked the 21st most poverty-stricken country in the world. 80% of the population are in poverty, and most work in an informal economy, which are economic activities organized without government approval. These conditions are a result of a history of war, rebellions, and dictatorial leadership. In an already poverty-stricken country with an uncontrolled economy, in 2010, Haiti was the victim of a magnitude 7 earthquake, which caused over 220,000 deaths, resulting in complete economic turmoil. Efforts have been made to stabilize the country, such as the MINUSTA mission, established on June 1, 2004. Following the earthquake, first levels for MINUSTA were increased, as the initial mission remains the same: to restore a secure and stable environment, to promote the political process, to strengthen Haiti's government institutions and rule of law structures, as well as to promote and to protect human rights, particularly the rights of women, as gender inequality is a continuing problem in Haiti. Haiti's top exports are clothes, scrap metal, vegetable oils, dates, and cocoa. Its top imports are rice, palm oil, raw sugar, refined petroleum, and poultry meat. In 2014, Haiti's GDP was about $8.7 billion, whereas, although it has not been calculated, one can assume that its GPI is much less due to the increased rates of crime and pollution following the 2010 earthquake. The agricultural land area of Haiti was last measured in 2011 at 64.22%. This refers to the amount of land area that is under crops and permanent pastures.
Haiti is densely populated, particularly on the plains, although cultivated plots and settlements are also found on the hills and steep mountains. More than two-thirds of people live in rural areas. Rural population densities are high, which places a strain on the environment and on the well-being of the people. The population is still increasing in the countryside, despite growing migration to the cities. The population of Haiti is 10,110,019 people. The current growth rate is 1.17%, slightly higher than the world average. The birth rate is approximately 22 births per 1,000 people. The death rate is approximately 8 deaths per 1,000 people. Infant mortality rate is approximately 48 deaths per 1,000 live births. Total fertility rate is 2.69 children born per woman. The age structure ranges thus: 0 to 14-year-olds make up 33.38%. 15 to 25-year-olds make up 21.64%. 25 to 54-year-olds make up 35.78%. 55 to 64-year-olds make up 5.11%. And 65 years and up make up 4.18% of the population. Haiti's population grew dramatically after 1900. Life expectancy, however, has been among the lowest in the world. The ethnic composition is 95% black and 5% white and mulatto, or multiracial. Roman Catholicism is the official religion of Haiti. It is practiced by 54.7% of the population, though many Haitians practice elements of voodoo in addition to Roman Catholicism. Voodoo was recognized as an official religion in 2003. The literacy rate is around 60%, with males having a slightly higher rate than females.
There are two main environmental issues that Haiti faces. The first being overpopulation. There just simply aren't enough resources to sustain the current population, which wouldn't necessarily be an ongoing issue if something was being done to slow the growth rate. However, it's still growing at a rapid pace, and the population is projected to be nearly 70% larger by 2050. The next major issue is deforestation. The reason this is such a big problem in Haiti is because many of the Haitians generate their only income from cutting trees and producing charcoal. This means that cutting out deforestation would actually in turn have a very negative effect on the people of Haiti by increasing levels of poverty. However, the costs of deforestation greatly outnumber the benefits. It leads to habitat loss, increased greenhouse gases, soil erosion, and destruction of homelands for the indigenous people. So maybe the Haitians are anthropocentric and think that the forests only exist to benefit them and their income. Or perhaps they simply aren't educated on the matter. Either way, something must be done. And as if conditions weren't bad enough, in 2010, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck the country and made conditions even worse. The quake caused high levels of debris to fall into the waterways and contaminate them even more than they already were. So as a result, the sanitation of the drinking water worsened even more. This earthquake, though awful, didn't necessarily create many more environmental issues for the country, but instead worsened already pretty awful conditions. But let's not forget that one country's environmental issues are all of ours. Deforestation is a major cause in climate change and global warming, which affects all of us.
Due to its desperate need of clean water and better sanitation, the country of Haiti suffers from many health concerns. Some of these include AIDS and HIV, malaria, hepatitis A and E, typhoid and dengue fever, and recently the Zika virus. In addition to an overall lack of clean water and good sanitation, the country also lacks the necessary preventative care and antibiotics to treat many of the diseases its people face, and thus, the risk of obtaining an infectious disease in Haiti is extremely high. Although Haiti suffers from many different illnesses, I'm going to focus on AIDS and HIV and malaria, beginning with AIDS and HIV. According to the CIA Factbook, in 2014 there was a 1.93% AIDS and HIV prevalence rate in adults, 140,000 people living with AIDS and HIV, and 3,800 deaths due to AIDS and HIV. In order to provide some relief to this country, several organizations such as the CDC are providing the country with the resources, testing, and education on the disease. The CDC stated that they are focused on preventing the transmission of AIDS and HIV, providing care and treatment to those already infected, increasing laboratory and strategic information capacity, and building healthcare infrastructure. The CDC claims that combining all of these factors has already tremendously helped Haiti by giving women the resources they need to prevent the transmission rate of AIDS by 87%. In order to put this information into perspective, this chart shows that in 2014, Haiti was by far the leading Caribbean country in HIV infections. In addition to AIDS and HIV, Haitians also suffer from malaria. Malaria is obtained by getting bit by an infected mosquito and can also be passed down from mother to child. With proper treatment and medication, malaria is usually treatable, but in countries like Haiti, where the medicine is scarce, this disease can quickly become life-threatening. Malaria is extremely infectious and thus has been able to plague the country by spreading more quickly than it can be treated. Due to its extreme poverty and poor sanitation, Haiti suffers from HIV, malaria, and many other preventable diseases. Until its people have access to better sanitation, clean water, medication, and education, the country will continue to be plagued by illness.